Hello students and welcome to this video. In today's video we will continue with the JFET. We will see the JFET biasing and then we will see the JFET characteristics and JFET parameters. So let's begin. We have studied the basic structure of JFET, that is junction field effect transistors. It has three terminals: source, gate and drain. A JFET can be either P channel or N channel. As you can see here in this diagram, this is P channel JFET because the P substrate is there and two N type gate terminals are there, which are connected to form a single terminal here, and drain and source are connected to either side of this P channel substrate. Similarly, this is N channel because at the center we have N channel substrate and we have two P type of gate regions which are connected to form a single gate terminal, and drains are connected to either side of this N channel substrate. These are the symbols we have already studied. The arrow of the gate points in for N channel and goes out for P channel. So you can determine whether it is N channel. If it is N channel, the arrow will be like this. It is pointing in, and for P channel it will be going out. So let's start with the biasing. We have already completed the BJT biasing, isn't it? These biasing conditions are required to operate the transistor in desired region of their characteristics. Okay, so here we need two supplies for biasing two junctions. We have this one PN junction and the another PN junction. Okay, so source to gate junction is one and gate to drain junction is another. So we need VGG for biasing reverse bias voltage between gate and source, and we need VDD to provide drain to source voltage and supplies current from drain to source. JFET is always operated in gate source PN junction reverse biased. So gate to source junction is always reversed biased. So gate is given negative supply and source is given positive. So it is reverse bias condition. GS junction never allowed to become forward bias because the gate material is not designed to handle any significant amount of current. So it will be always in reverse bias condition. Okay, so we have studied the JFET basic structure. We will see today characteristics and parameters and biasing. So this is the drain characteristic curve. In the drain characteristic, when VDS means drain to source voltage is increased on x-axis, the current means drain current increases linearly initially and then it becomes almost constant in this region, and if we further increase VDS, breakdown occurs and a very high current flows through the junction, and so this is avoided. The region where current increases linearly with voltage is called as ohmic area, and where the region is almost having constant current is the this region, and this voltage after which the current is almost constant is known as pinch off voltage. So JFET characteristics when VGS is 0. When we have not connected any supply here, then VGS is 0. At that time we get the same characteristic which we have seen just now. This one. So A to B is ohmic region. ID increases proportionally with increase in VDS. It is called as ohmic region. Then B point is pinch off voltage where ID becomes constant. Then the active region means this region where it is constant. Now this active region is where the current is almost constant. ID is still constant because VDS increases, reverse bias voltage produces a depletion region large enough to offset the increase in VDS, and this current is called maximum drain current, IDSS. Here you can see IDSS. And C's breakdown occurs when we increase the voltage beyond this breakdown voltage. It causes irreversible damage to the device. So JFET is operated always below this value. Now as we go on VGS towards negative side, as VGS is set to more negative value by adjusting VGG, this voltage is now slowly increased from 0 to negative value. See here, VGS curve was this when VGS is 0. As we go on increasing VGS to negative side, the same curve is obtained but at a lower value of drain current ID. For a P channel also we have same characteristic, only the polarities of voltages will be reversed. You need not supply to you need not submit these quizzes. Now next characteristic is transfer characteristic. This transfer characteristic curve is drawn by plotting VGS, that is gate to source voltage on x-axis. We know that it is always in reverse bias condition, so it will be plotted in second quadrant where VGS is negative and ID on the y-axis. So maximum current is IDSS, we know. As we go on increasing VGS on negative side, we have just now seen that IDSS is the maximum value and drain current goes on decreasing as we increase the VGS, and eventually it becomes 0 at this point. So in this curve we have plotted this transfer characteristic and the drain characteristics together. Again these quizzes we will be skipping, and also we will skip the data sheets because in data sheet we get the maximum value of drain current that can be handled by the transistor and maximum VGS and maximum VDS values. Now let's go to the next point, that is JFET parameters. These parameters are given in the data sheet, means the manufacturer who manufactures the component provides a document with it called as data sheet, and in that data sheet all the specific values for that particular components are given. So in data sheet these parameters are specified which gives us information about that particular component. So first parameter is forward transfer conductance, GM. It is the changes in drain current, that is delta ID, based on changes in gate to source voltage, delta VGS, with VDS constant. So GM म्हणजे conductance काय आहे? Simply it is ratio of delta ID divided by delta VGS. That means we take any 2 points on the curve and this I2 minus I1 divided by this I2 minus I1 divided by VGS2 minus VGS1. हा डिफरन्स आहे, हा आपण प्लॉट करतो, तो रेशो म्हणजेच कंडक्टन्स आहे. इट इज डिनोटेड बाय GM and it is a specific value or JFET parameter. The value is larger at the top of curve near VGS is 0 but becomes smaller as you increase VGS. So this you have to remember. Datasheet normally gives value of GMO and GFS. So we will skip this. Next parameter is input resistance, R in. It is ratio of VGS upon IGSS, where IGSS is gate reverse current. So let's start with the JFET biasing. First type of biasing is self bias. See here in the diagram, we have connected one resistor to the drain terminal, one resistor to the gate terminal, and one resistor to the source terminal. Self bias is more common type of biasing methods. JFET must be operated such that gate to source junction is always reverse biased. To keep GS in reverse biased, either VGS will be negative for N channel and for P channel it will be positive. So we need to have VGG negative for N channel. It can be achieved by using self bias arrangement. These are the equations. We will not go into details. Just we have applied the voltage laws and how the voltage drop is there in the circuit is shown by these equations. And you need not uh, have the explanation for both type of JFET N channel and P channel. Just prepare for only one type of JFET, either N channel or P channel. Now again, these are the equations which are showing the voltage drop. We will skip the quiz and we will go to the next type of biasing. Q point is also not in your syllabus, so I'm just rushing the PPT slides. Yes. This is gate bias. Here we are using minus VGG to ensure GS junction is reverse biased. And third type of biasing is voltage divider bias. It is similar to voltage divider bias in BJT. We have connected a resistor to drain terminal, a resistor to source terminal, and we have connected two resistors to the gate, one between drain to gate and the other between gate and source. So R1 and R2 are connected along with RD and RS. So this is voltage divider bias. Only diagram will be sufficient and just know the voltage equations. That's it. So all these details will not be included. Also current bias is not in our syllabus, so we will stop here, and in next video we will start with the MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. Thank you for watching.